Everything that we do in our job as real estate agents is about money.
Agent Power Huddle is a daily jumpstart, giving you all the tools you need to create an amazing real estate career. Led by top experts in the field, you'll learn how to sell more houses in less time while creating the life you want. Welcome to the Agent Power Huddle.
Okay, good Monday morning, everybody. I am excited to host our Monday Mindset podcast, and it's going to be a great day. We have, Mondays that start, and we have to have that mindset. And so I am excited about doing this so that we can share some great things about this topic. First, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Monica Graves, and I joined EXP about a year ago, a little over a year, and it's been the best decision that I could have made. And I have a team called the Purple Mountain Group. So I'm in Colorado, and my team at the Purple Mountain Group, we cover pretty much every resort, and the resort area. What I mean by resorts, I mean ski resorts. So we have access to all of those ski resorts. And so we love what we do here in Colorado. So the topic that I want to talk about today, as you can see, I have on my green sweater. So with that said, we are going to talk about money. And say this 4 times: Monica's Monday Money Mindset. So that Monica's Monday Money Mindset. So I really like the topic about money for the fact that it really is something that we do have to have a positive mindset about, right? And if you think about it, the thing that surrounds money is a lot of times is fear. And so if you have a situation where you have, bills that are due, a mortgage or rent that is due, and then, you've got some credit card debt. Sometimes when it comes to money, you have that fear surrounding you versus a mindset that is more on positivity. And when you have fear about money, what can happen is you can actually put up a barrier in your mindset about how that attraction to money is going to make it to you. And so when you think about it, it's doing the opposite of what you really want. So when it comes to mindset, we always want to have that doorway open in our mind to attract to us what we actually really need, not to resist it. So you've probably heard of that, law of attraction, and you've also probably heard the path of least resistance. So when you have the path of least resistance, that's going to ease the things that you want to come to you. And when it comes to money, you don't want to resist, right? You don't want to put up a barrier or a resistance to money. You want to attract it, right? So that topic, I want to ask you guys a question, and then you can throw it into the chat. What are some things that maybe you have had come up in your mind about money? And we're talking about some of the things that you've been taught in the past, growing up. Because when you think about it, a lot of times our mindset comes from that part of our mind that has fear around it or has some things around it that maybe you don't even realize that you think that way. But all those thoughts flood in, especially when fear happens. Okay, so throw some things in the chat here. Just type up some of the things, and I'd like to discuss what have you heard in the past, or some things that maybe come up for you when the topic of money is mentioned. So we had somebody, Shane thinks it's generational. Okay. You need enough for retirement. Anything else, you guys? You have to work hard for it to come to be well off. That's a good one. How about money doesn't grow on trees? Or the aspect of, being rich, you have to take a lot versus give a lot. Okay, that happens a lot with people in their mindset is, in order to be very wealthy or very rich, I am actually going to have to take instead of give. What about rich people are greedy? Have you ever heard of that? So a lot of these things that I'm mentioning and stuff that you've put in the chat are things that you've heard. Maybe you did grow up in a nice, wealthy mindset of parents, or maybe you had that surrounding of money and you never really had to worry. And when I think about worry, I think about this mindset that John Assaraf has. So John Assaraf wrote a book called The Answer. The Answer is a wonderful book about money. And the other book that I read and I use as a reference is The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. Is there anybody out there that's read that book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles? What I'm going to do is, you can actually go to this link. We got somebody else coming in. Hold on. I'm going to type it in real quick, and you can actually go to the website, scienceofgettingrich.com. Oops, I put getting. That's my southern part of me coming out. Scienceofgettingrich.com. And you can download the free ebook. So that book, it was written many years ago. Actually, it was written in the 50s. And Wallace Wattles explains that aspect of what he feels is the science. Okay, so surrounding yourself with the mindset of a science about money is a great way to lead your life when it comes to the topic of money and money mindset. So he explains in it that it is a science. It's about how you do things and how you think. For example, in the book, The Answer by John Assaraf, thoughts about worry of money can actually, again, put up that path of resistance. And we don't want a resistance. We want an opening in our mindset. We want an opening in our, mind and brain about money so that we can attract it versus resist it. Okay, so when you worry, this is what John Assaraf says, when you worry, you are actually praying for that to happen. So, for example, let's say you have a mortgage coming up or a rent coming up, and you're going to be short on that, or you've got something that you need to pay, and you're going to be, like I said, you can't make that payment. The worst thing that you can do is worry about it, because you're actually putting all of your mindset, all of your focus on not being able to make it. Okay, so the mindset about that money aspect of it is you need to quit worrying about it and focus on more positive affirmations about it. And so again, the slogan that he says is, worry is a prayer for something that you do not want. So when you worry, that mindset aspect of it is causing you to put up resistance to it. Instead of having an open and positive mindset about it, you have to say things like, income is flowing to me effortlessly, and I am open to all of the abundance. I'm open to all of the money that flows to me easily and effortlessly. So that mindset part of money is huge, right? You want to be able to always have the thoughts of money is coming to me. I am attracting all of the abundance and wealth that I need to pay my bills. Okay, that's a great affirmation right there. I am attracting all of the money and income that I need to pay my bills. Okay, so what you've done just then, if you have put a different mindset on it, you've opened up that least resistance aspect of it. And then before you know it, more positive things are going to happen when it comes to that money mindset. So The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, the reason why I love that book so much is because he also talks about the science part of it. Okay, we all know about neuroplasticity. Now, this book, since it was written in the 50s, doesn't talk about neuroplasticity because neuroplasticity was actually brought up not very long ago. Okay, and there's a lot of metaphysics around neuroplasticity, but it is science on how your brain works when it comes to thinking about money and how you can feel rich versus feel poor, right? So if you are always saying that, I grew up in a poor family, so it's just in my DNA, it's just in the way things are going to be for me. I'm never going to be able to be rich like some of these other people. Again, that's the wrong kind of mindset, right? If you think that way and your thoughts are surrounded that way, well, I guess that's how it's going to be for you. So changing your mindset about money into I am rich, I am wealthy, I am earning, and you can put a certain amount of income that you want to attract. Those are the kind of things that are going to actually help you with your mindset on money. So I've talked about two really great books. The Answer by John Assaraf. He was on The Secret. He was the creator of the vision board, and everybody, works with vision board. And so visualization is very important with money mindset as well. And the book that I'm currently reading, let me get that. It's called Project 369. And it has a workbook. And it says, the key to wealth, abundance, and prosperity. So the workbook guides you every day. And so today, let me read what it says, because I love waking up in the morning and reading positive things in books, because that is also going to help you with your mindset. So it says, I always have the money that I need. I never have to worry about my financial situation. I'm independent and able to afford all that I need for myself. Whatever I pay for comes back to me multiplied. I have a sufficient amount of resources in my life, and I am deeply grateful to have everything that I have now. So think about that. If you have a positive mindset about your finances, even though you could be going through certain aspects of debt, or you have some things going on in your life, if you turn that around and have that more of that money mindset aspect of, I am surrounded by good things, or I am grateful for all the abundance that I currently have. Think about how that sounds. You're grateful for what you have. So if you ever have worry pop up, the easiest way to change your mindset is to be grateful. Who agrees? Raise your hand. The easiest way to change your mindset about something that you're worried about is just to switch it and be grateful. So when we were talking about, growing up with, maybe parents or grandparents, my family, just to give you an example, we grew up with a roller coaster ride for me and my sisters and my mom. My father was a pro golfer, which was fun to grow up in Augusta. And there was a lot of things to be grateful for. But then there were situations that would happen because my father was a gambler. And so growing up with gambling, or somebody gambling with money, meant that we had things and then we would go without things. And so as a young child, I saw that part of, and that stress about money with my mother and then my father. We would go with food and then we would go without food. My father gambled away my mom's car. He gambled away both cars. And then we would not have a way of transportation. And then he would bring in transportation by winning something back. So what happened to me is I had that pretty much ingrained to me that we would have things and we wouldn't have things. We would have money and then we wouldn't have money. So as a young child, you can imagine that kind of mindset that I had as I got older. Okay, so when I got into college, and there were situations where I would have money and I would have money to eat. And then there were situations when I would go without eating. And then when I graduated, well, let me step back. You might remember this, or maybe that happened to you, but I had a lot of debt because they give you credit cards when you're in college. And that was a way for me to actually live, pay bills, was using credit card debt. So when I graduated from college, I had not only student loans, but I had a lot of credit card debt. And that fear started coming in, right? The fear of not having enough money to pay bills, especially when that all piled up. So you might have that going on right now. And what I'd like to say is the way I was able to switch my mindset to, I know and I believe that I have what it takes to earn the income that I need to live. once I got that mindset aspect of it, is that I can have wealth all the time versus a roller coaster of having wealth, not having wealth. It was a tough thing to do, but once I switched it, I attracted an amazing job with IBM that paid me so that I could pay off my debt very easily by the time I was 22. So I started a new life with a new mindset that it's all possible, right? If I had not had that, the path of least resistance, if I had not had that knowing and believing in myself that I can pay these bills, then I probably wouldn't be in the position that I am now, where I feel that I am rich, I am wealthy, I am healthy. I am, and I always say this, I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. That's a great affirmation for you to talk about and say over and over. I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise. Those are the three things that are very important in mindset. So is there any questions? Let me see what time it is. We've got about 10 minutes. I would love to find out from you if you want to talk about anything that I've discussed here. So again, the three books that I think that you should read about money are The Answer by John Assaraf, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, and Project 369, The Key to Wealth, Abundance, and Prosperity. And I guess I could plug my own book. I do have a chapter on money in my own book called The Inner Being Imbalance. And I talk about the 7 steps to manifest success in your life and business. So you can try that book as well, because I do have a whole chapter on money and money mindset. Let me look and see if there's any chats. Is there anything that you guys want to ask me or talk about? And it looks like no, I have a question, but I don't think we can hear you, Jess, because of you're muted. And I think you might be muted just because it's all set up that way.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Are you ready?
Yeah, here we go.
I would like to know when you're going to do a workshop and integrate inner balance with the Project 369.
Oh, yeah. So I'm working on that. It's going to probably be in August. And we're going to do a workshop, and it's going to be about money, just like my other money workshops. But this one's going to be more based on the book Project 369. So we all know that money is energy, right? And that's another great way to have that mindset about money, is just realize that money is energy. And so what kind of energy are you going to put on that money? Because you can either be a money magnet, right? Or you can not be a money magnet. Being a money magnet means that you are actually attracting everything that you need. And it's based on that energy that you put out. Okay, so we all know that like attracts like. So if you are in that positive energy, surrounding yourself and knowing that money is just energy, then that's when you're going to attract money into your life. So the book Project 369 is based on Nikola Tesla. And Nikola Tesla believed that money is energy and everything is energy. And so I love it that it's another book based on, he was an inventor, worked with energy. And so he talks about the numbers 3, 6, 9, and all the science about the numbers 369 and the energy surrounded with those numbers. And so it's an unbelievable book, and it's just released last year. So there's a lot of great information in that book on how to live your life with a more positive energy surrounding everything in life. But it's mostly about abundance and prosperity. Okay. So is there anybody else that wants to talk about that money mindset? Because as we all know, we work, and everything that we do in our job as real estate agents is about money. It's surrounding yourself with helping others with their biggest investment in their lives. So you are actually working with people, and it's all about money, right? It's all about their money coming in and their money going out, right? So you have to be in that position to understand that this is the biggest investment. So you can't have that fear, right? You can't have that fear of the deal not working out for them, because you want to know that, yes, I am going to help you with this biggest investment. And then I'm going to help you with if you ever want to sell it. And when it comes to investing in real estate, right? There's investors out there that this whole buying and selling is all based on money, right? It's the money that they're going to use to, if they're going to fix it up, the money that they're going to use to purchase it and then fix it up and then sell it. And then what happens? You get paid. You get paid for helping people every day surrounding money. And so that's why money is so important. That mindset about money is so important. Here's what I'd also like to mention. Us at EXP, we are surrounded by billionaires. We've got billionaires. I would like to know probably how many billionaires there are with EXP. Wouldn't that be a great thing to know? Maybe I'll ask Jesse to look into that for us. How many billionaires do we have at EXP? And I feel like that's why I was attracted to this company. You do want to surround yourself with mentors that are wealthy, okay? Because you're going to learn from them. And you're going to learn some of the hardships that they went through, but then you're also going to learn all of the positivity and things that have happened to them now. And you do have to go through failure, right? To learn how to succeed. Has anybody been watching the stock, EXP stock? Woohoo! Yes. So literally, where can you go and make, when I looked at it, I made $25,000 in 1 week. And I've only been with this company for 1 year. So I started looking at what if that, quadruples and I'm making $100,000 in 1 year, which is so possible, right? So I think that what is happening with our company that is so exciting is that we are a group of people that have a very positive money mindset, and the world feels it and sees it. And that's why I think EXP is going to continue to be the number one independent brokerage in the world. And we're going to continue to attract more people because we have a positive money mindset. And that's opening the door for attraction for those people that want to surround themselves with more positive people like us. So it looks like it's time, but I would like to encourage you to think about this topic, right? And think about how you can change your mindset on money and how you can attract more of it to you. So let's go green and let's have that money mindset this week, every day. And I hope you enjoyed this session and look forward to seeing you again, because I'm going to be doing some mindset with Susan and with Barry, and we will do these every Monday. And I look forward to hearing your comments. Okay, so have a great week and just enjoy your life. Enjoy everything that we do. Okay, bye, everybody.
If you'd like more information or to get connected to the Agent Power Huddle, join our free Facebook group. This call was designed for the agents in our EXP organization, but open to any agent from any brokerage. If you're a guest and you're interested in learning more about EXP or our specific resources within the Agent Collective, reach out to the person who invited you to this call to get more info. Produced by the Agent Collective Media Network.